All right, we're lucky enough to be in the SafTCart booth today. We've got Jim Herring. Jim is obviously a longtime member of SafTCart, also the chair of GAWDA Safety Committee. So Jim, thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
So SafTCart has been obviously a staple at GAWDA meetings. You're the chair of the Safety Committee. Jimmy Jr. been on committees, What is it about GAWDA that keeps you involved year after year after year?
The people. Pure and simple. When you get here, it's like a family reunion. Now we know everybody. You may not know their name, but you have a passing acquaintance with everyone. And like I say, you get together, we go to dinner, family reunion.
Absolutely. So we just talked about your involvement with the Safety Committee. You and I talked off camera. What have you got going on with the Safety Committee that you're really passionate about right now?
Well, there's several things. And one of the things that we've started is the Lessons Learned, which is a sanitized version of incident sharing. And by doing that, we're telling people things that have happened at other locations that hopefully, if they read it, will help them not make the same mistake. It helps maybe change the culture at some of these companies. Plus some of the other topics that have come up, when and when not to sell gas to someone that might use it for suicide. Never thought of that, but apparently that's a big deal right now. So we're going to address that.
Absolutely. So SafTCart and GAWDA have been anonymous for years. But for those new to the industry or new to GAWDA, can you tell us a little bit about SafTCart and kind of what value you can bring to the distributor?
Well, SafTCart started in the back of a welding distributor, which is what we are. I mean, we're in the middle of welding distributors. My father-in-law did that for, years, and started building carts in the back of that distributorship. Then it started growing. And then all of a sudden he sold his welding distributorship and went full bore into the manufacturing part. And from there, making trips with his carts in the back of his truck, going from door to door, basically, the business grew. And it has steadily grown. And plus we've taken on, we've always been a member of GAWDA, even when it was NWSA, a lot of the buying groups, and they all have been good to us. One of the things that we do, we stand behind our product. You don't like it, that's okay. Send it back, we'll refund you, no questions asked. That's in the front of our catalog.
So that's the history of SafTCart, how we got to today, but it's also been a time of transition for the company. What do you got going on in the next 5-10 years that you're really passionate about?
Right now, the third generation's in there. And, you hear a lot of these family businesses that, and I think it's the third generation that usually sinks the company. First generation starts it, second generation grows it, third generation blows it. Well, I don't think so in this case. We've got 4 of Mr. Walker's grandchildren in there, and they're really doing a good job. So we've got some good engineers that we've hired from the colleges there in our home state, Mississippi. Some from Mississippi State, some from Ole Miss. And by golly, they have taught us or retaught us how to build carts, from bending and folding and having scrap metal sitting on the side because we didn't do it right, to tab and slot, laser cut, everything fits together. It's a better product, it looks better, less welding, and it's a cleaner product.
Absolutely. So on the topic of products, for those people who weren't able to make it, can you show us what you got anytime?
Okay, all right. Medical cart, this one holds 24. As you see, it dampens the noise. The same with the casters of soft rubber. So when you're pushing this down the hallway in a hospital, it make a lot of noise. Plus, it protects the top of the cylinder. So we've addressed that. That's a big concern with some of our distributors. 2-cylinder cart. It has what my father-in-law calls crazy wheels. These are purchased in Australia. They are multi-directional wheels, so you can climb over curbs, maybe even take it up a few stairs. But it's a very versatile cart. And it's also good for route trucks. So, and last in the booth is the #1 seller. All right, our firewall cart. We sell more of these than anything else, bar none. Because Our friends at OSHA come in, they stop construction sites because they have not separated their oxygen and acetylene, and the firewall, which is 60 inches tall, meets a certain OSHA standard, meets all the requirements, and gets you out of trouble. And therefore, when you get that on site, the fines stop, you can go back to work. So we sell the heck out of these.
So Jim, thank you so much for taking us through the booth. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your continued support of GAWDA and GAWDA Media.
Glad to do it. Thank you very much.